Hello, you guys. Welcome and welcome back. Oh, I forgot to put my bracelet on. I was just about to do that and forgot. Just that quick. Welcome and welcome back, you guys. We're going to get into another love reading. Okay. Hold on. I got to use my teeth to clip my bracelet because it's just too complicated. But you guys, we're going to do something a little bit different this time. We're going to start off with some energy oracles to see what the messages are. And I might be breathing heavy because I got a new bra. And although it fits, it's new. And you know how when you get a new bra, you have to kind of break it in. And I might have put it too tight. I might have put it on one of the clips that was too tight. So I might be breathing hard because, this bad boy is really doing its job, okay? So excuse my heavy breathing. However, we're going to see what you guys need to know when it comes to love and the things that you could be experiencing in the near future, okay? You guys, as always, y'all know what to do, okay? Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Let's see. Also, if you want to book a personal reading, the link is below. We have 3 different options. I think one is 4444. Then the next one is 11111. And then the next one is 22222. So if you want to book a reading, you guys, and you can afford it and it won't break your bank account, because listen, security and stability is the most important thing right now, you guys. Let's be smart. But if you guys can't afford to book and you want to book or you've been thinking about it, the link is always going to be below in the description box or linked in my LINKTREE. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here. Shout out to all of my subscribers. And I hope that these messages help you guys. Okay. Don't bring anything into your life that does not belong. All right. Let's see. The sage has been lit. So y'all might have lit some sage. Cleanse that energy, baby. Because period. Why not? Okay. Now, let's see for the collective guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, for the collective when it comes to love. What are the messages that you want the collective to know? What is the message for the collective when it comes to what they may be experiencing in the near future regarding love, romance, relationships, all that good stuff? Love can, I've been told to remind you guys that love can be romantic, platonic, okay, familial, maybe even professional, okay? Professional love, when you have respect. What is the message for the collective spirit? What is the message? Ooh, goddess of the moon, very intuitive. I feel like, because I said that, you guys, I feel like this is saying basically that no matter what level of love that you have with a person, it boils down to and starts with respect, right? No one can love you for real, if they don't respect you. And if they're saying that they love you, but they act differently, or they don't treat you with respect when it comes to their actions, they probably don't love you. It's probably a more superficial sentiment or emotion that they have towards you that's not necessarily love. And sometimes people don't actually understand what love really is. Okay, because y'all know Tina Turner made a song, What's Love Got to Do With It? And then I know there's also that song, What is Love? Baby, don't hurt me. Ain't that what they say? Whoa, 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 whoa. Y'all, my singing been horrible lately because I have not been taking care of my voice. I've been just being irresponsible with things that I eat and drink. That's why my back's so big, child. But let me get off of it. I digress. I be getting distracted. But the whole point is If somebody actually loves you, they're going to respect you. But if they don't respect you, then how can they love you, right? We have woman holding a coin, goddess of the moon. And then we have, thinking woman. So this is definitely for feminine energies or people who are interested in feminine energies. This is a feminine energy here with the woman holding a coin. This is a feminine energy who is very self-sufficient. She has a lot of resources or is very resourceful, regardless of the amount of resources that she has. And she's savvy. She knows how to properly budget, manage her money, and stay in a position of abundance and wealth. The thinking woman is a card that speaks about a woman who is very intelligent or someone who's wise. They have a lot of experience, and it could either be book smarts, street smarts, life experience, education, those types of things. And, she uses her abilities and creativity from a logical place or from a place of kind of thinking of all the things. And the woman holding a coin obviously can do that as well. And then you have a feminine energy here on the goddess of the moon, which this is a card that basically talks about your intuitive abilities and how connected you are at this time. And the fact that your intuition is really strong. And because of that, you can do a lot of things in your life, whether it's, fulfilling passions, being professionally successful, having healthy relationships in your life. But it's basically focusing on this idea that your intuition is really strong. So that's very interesting that all of these women came out on the cards. You have 42, 52, and 47. Some of y'all, this could be your ages. Or if you're not yet at this age, Spirit could be highlighting ages that are very significant for you when it comes to love. Whether you've reached that age or past that age in your life, right? Like if you're not literally 42, 52, or 47 and you're younger than that, they're saying like, okay, pay attention to what you're doing right now because there's going to be something significant happening around that time. Or if you're older than that age, they're kind of saying, okay, look back on these times and really understand how they correlate with what's going on right now and what Spirit could be trying to tell you, right? Okay. So just so that you guys can have some reference, we're going to look at them real quick. 42 is woman holding a coin. So this is a female connection in money, health, or value. The elegantly dressed woman on this card sits on a beautiful chair, holding a bright gold coin. When the card comes upright in a woman's reading, it may refer to her directly and to a successful endeavor regarding her own finances or health. This card could also signal a woman of support or assistance regarding these issues. So if it's not you, it could be someone coming in to support you. Who has this type of energy. She may give you financial advice or connect you with someone who does. This woman may be someone you meet where you make your money, or you may meet, it may be a woman of wealth and value. Either way, this card is telling you to be on the lookout for helpful assistance or even the possibility of new love or friendship connected to a woman of wealth or business. Okay, then if we look at 52, this is the goddess of the moon, which again talks about intuition and going within. Intuition, going within. This card shows an eternal spirit holding the bright reflective moon and standing in front of the crystal clear waters of a sparkling waterfall. Waterfalls. Okay, her arms are stretched upward, receiving the light of the moon, the light of inspiration. This card is all about intuition, the ability to receive insights from your soul's point of view. Okay. Receiving the card upright tells you that you have the power to get intuitive information on all types of issues, and now is the time to use it. The goddess of the moon brings you all sorts of information, from the mundane to the spectacular. For instance, you could get the urge to take a different route home from work and find out later that you've avoided a 3-hour traffic jam. Or you might have an idea for a great invention, a stock investment, or a spellbinding novel. This card could also indicate a significant blossoming of psychic ability and mediumship, even on a professional level. You're always blessed with the ability to connect, but this card is telling you that now is the perfect time to open up. Get ready for the amazing inspiration this brings. So yeah, that is nice. Like, this energy, I feel like is focusing a lot on possibly where you guys are in your life. Okay. And what could be going on personally, because I asked, like, when it comes to love, what's coming up, right? We have this value. You may even be seeing yourself as more valuable, right? Like, your self-esteem could really be growing. You could be seeing yourself as more of a hot commodity, more high valued. And I feel like you're getting a lot smarter, especially if this is just talking directly about you. You're getting a lot smarter when it comes to the way that you distribute your energy. That's the way that I heard it in my mind. Now, the thinking woman says, female of wisdom or understanding. This card shows a woman holding a book, standing before a staircase, ready to lead you to higher understanding. This woman could be a friend who helps you express and understand your feelings, or she could be a teacher brought to your life at this time to take you in a new direction. This could also be a new love interest with a woman who is thoughtful, conscious, and aware. Or, like the thinking man, the card could represent a side of yourself that's ready to blossom and bring clarity and assistance to the world. If so, find your voice and let your wisdom shine. Beautiful energy, you guys. I feel, okay, that this could be for sure a representation of who it is that you are. When it comes to what you can expect with love, or when it comes to what you may experience with love, what you can look forward to with love, I feel like you may receive a lot of love because you could possibly be exhibiting traits that are described in these cards. You could be this kind of woman, right? Or you could house this type of feminine energy. If you are a masculine or you identify as masculine, you could definitely house this type of energy and be attracting that type of energy towards you. Like, if you're a man, okay, and you're interested in women, these are the type of women that you're attracting, right? If you're LGBTQ plus, these are the types of women. If you are attracted to women, these are the types of women that you're attracting. If you are a woman or identify as feminine, this is the type of energy that you're projecting. That's what I feel. Okay. So let's see. When it comes to love, spirit, what else are the messages for the collective when it comes to what they could expect in the near future with love, or what could be happening with love in the near future? Oh, 2 cards came out. Blowing kisses and ascending. Unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. Yeah, so something, I feel like you are possibly going to be in a situation, whether it's, again, platonic, romantic, or professional, where people respect you more when it comes to what you have to offer. The type of energy that you're bringing to the environments that you're in is being observed and respected in more of an uplifting way. That's what it feels like. Ascending, as we speak about uplifting, says learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. So some of you guys are definitely preparing for some type of higher commitment. That's what it feels like. A lot of you guys may be single and you're not in a relationship. You may not even want a relationship, but it seems that the energy is around you. Okay. So even if you don't want it, it's possible, right? Ooh, I just burped. I ate some boiled eggs and avocado, and I think I ate too much because I am so full. But that was the whole plan, because I didn't want to be snacking all day. Like, I was trying to, like, stick to my whatever. I digress, y'all. The butterfly. Evolving in growth, next phase, healing inner child, releasing the past. Yeah, so for now, okay, because it says the butterfly. For now, you guys have come to a place in your life where you've really released and let go of a lot of the things that have been holding you back just personally when it comes to the way that you view yourself and your personal perspective of your life. I feel like a lot of you are elevating and being allowed access to new experiences because of the ways that you've chosen to work on your own reality. Okay, we have sunglasses, watching, looking, perception, and stalking. Okay, there are people watching you, but they don't want you to know that they're looking at you, because whenever somebody has sunglasses on, it's like their eyes are hidden, so you never know what they're really looking at, what they're really focusing on. They could be looking directly at you when it comes to the direction of their face, but they may be looking somewhere else, right? Or they could be looking somewhere else, but have them eyes tilted to the side, trying to check out what you got going on. So, there could be a situation right now with some of you guys, if you're not like completely single, where you have a blossoming connection with someone and they're really like watching what you do, paying attention to your mannerisms. Like they are completely and totally attentive to like what you're doing, who it is that you are, and possibly your needs as well. You got a lot of eyes on your child. If you're with somebody and you think they're not paying attention, they definitely are. What else for the collective when it comes to these messages? Ooh, paradise. I know that's right. What is going on? Happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. Yeah. This feels like a connection that's coming into your life, or that you have currently, that's filled with love and respect. Like, I don't want to say true love because that's kind of corny and cliche, but it feels like a healthy love, a realistic love, you know, a tangible love, not something that's intangible or delusional. It feels like something that's realistic. Okay. And you guys could really be enjoying this time. Now we have separation, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. And sunglasses again, bitch. Yep. So what Spirit is basically saying is that all of the eyes that are on you right now are not just new people. It's also people from the past that are separated from you, that are kind of like reminiscing about the good times that you shared. One more card for the collective when it comes to these messages. Not backstabbing. Heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, shocking attack. Some of you could have been in a situation where it looked like things were going really well and you were enjoying the company of a person, and all of a sudden they did something to stab you in the back, and either they're watching you now or you're watching them. Okay, it's either one or the other. Not enough says lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego and fear, frustrations. Then we have love, unconditional love again, self-love, wholeness, affection and attraction, selflessness. Interesting. Some of you could also have been dealing with a lot of like backstabby, betrayal situations. And you could definitely be moving forward from those things because you're releasing a lot of stuff that happened to you in the past. Right? And I feel like you're letting go of a lot of the things that people have done to you. And regardless of what people have done to you, I feel like you're being very mature about your emotions and you're understanding that. I feel like a lot of you guys, okay, so let me say this. I feel like a lot of you guys are understanding that, you know, people, look, and then you have the ship card. I'm sorry, I'm bouncing all over the place. Just hold on. The ship card says cutting ties, moving on, receiving what you need, and progression and arriving. Not enough, right? So it's like, okay, what I feel, and the thought that I didn't finish was that a lot of you guys are accepting that the other people in relationships that you've experienced that were kind of like negative memories for you, it's like you're realizing and accepting and taking accountability for the fact that it's not all their fault, right? You understand that you're a human, they're a human. You understand everybody has insecurities and ego and fear, pride, and sometimes avoidance, like whatever types of emotions go into existing. You understand and are aware that these types of things don't just affect you, but they also affect other people. And I feel like you're becoming more mature when it comes to the fact that you understand that you also played a part or a role in however relationships have transpired in your life. And I think a lot of you guys are gaining something from that, or spirit is rewarding you for that, because that's a very objective, mature perspective, right? You're not just walking around acting like a victim all the time and then not doing your due diligence when it comes to making good decisions and using your discernment. You're being aware of the fact that you have to not only accept the fact that your intuition is telling you things, but also listen to it and follow your guidance so that you can have a better experience. And I feel like you're starting to see the rewards for that, or that those rewards are going to start coming into your life very soon, because you're exuding, again, this very mature energy, right? That's very balanced and stable and grounded, but also rooted in that underlining spiritual connection to God, right? And with the goddess of the moon, that's kind of like your cups energy, like emotional energy, feelings, things that are less tangible. But with the woman holding a coin, that's more earth energy. It's more grounded. It's more tangible. It's more realistic. And then you have the thinking woman, which focuses on air, but of course that's logic as well. So I feel like you're coming through with an energy that's very balanced, and it's basically causing the universe to respond. And I feel like you're about to start getting more of what you want in these connections, because you've chosen to separate yourself from the illusions of happiness, or the illusions of healthy relationships, or the illusions of the honeymoon phase, because that's what it kind of feels like. It kind of feels like this is describing a cycle that you get into when you date. Okay, is that you date someone and then you end up cutting them off because you find out throughout the process and after the honeymoon phase that they're really not enough for you, or they're not confident enough, and they have these issues that they haven't dealt with, right? And what you truly want is that more raw, real, authentic love, not struggle love, but raw, real, authentic love. It's a difference. So I feel like a lot of you guys are giving that and understanding why it's so important to give that energy off so that you can receive that energy back. And I am happy for you. Interesting. I wanted to use this Kipper deck too. Let's see. And it's very interesting because it seems like there are people, like admirers, whether they're from your past, whether they've known you in the past but y'all have never dated, whether they just observe you in passing, or whether they're interested in you and kind of like coming across you somehow and maybe crushing on you. It's like that's the type of energy that you're giving off to people, and you really need to know that people are paying attention, okay? If anybody's acting like they don't see you, they full of shit, okay? They are full of shit. What else is the message for the collective when it comes to love, spirit? High honor. See, this is what I'm saying. People are seeing you as very honorable or respectable. I'm telling you, this is about respect. Ooh, RESPCT. Find out what it means to me. RESPCT. Take out. What did she say? Oh, little respect. Yes, and at the beginning of the song, she said, "What you want, baby, I got. What you need, you know I got it. All I'm asking It's for a little respect when you go. Yeah, like, so people are looking at you. They're respecting you because the decisions that you have made in situations that were very tumultuous, difficult, or where there was some type of conflict have been honorable decisions. Like, people are respecting you. I'm telling you, that's what it is. People are respecting you. Like, much respect. Yeah, and then message, and then mature man. Interesting. You may get a message or receive a message from an older man. Okay. Congratulating you or honoring you for something that you've been able to do. You may not really want to read this message, but I feel like it's not anything bad. Interesting. We also have privileged lady that just popped out. Yeah. That could be your father sending you a message, an uncle, a mature male figure in your life. It might not be family, but it's giving off mature male figure. What else? Community. Yeah, you guys could even be somebody. I don't know if you're on social media, what it is that you do in your community, but there's a community that you're a part of here that people really respect you in. People in the community respect you, or people are witnessing that you get a lot of respect in whatever respective community that you're in. Mature man again. And then we have journey. Interesting. Somebody may be traveling to come see you, or this person could be visiting your city, state, zip code where you live. This feels like a person that's coming to, like, it feels like they're sending you a message or reaching out to you and telling you that they want to come see you or visit you. This could also be like this mature man being honored for something, and because they're being honored for something, they could be traveling to your area. This could also be a mature man, someone who's older than you, who may want to, like, I don't want to say fly you out, but that's kind of how it feels. It kind of feels like this man may want to honor you by, like, traveling with you or something like that. Somebody may want to go on a trip and travel. Oh, snap. That was quick. One more card for the collective when it comes to love. Main female. Yeah. Whoever you are, especially if y'all are feminine energies watching this and you really been on your P's and Q's about handling your business, people see what you're doing. And if anybody's acting like they don't see what you're doing or they don't know who you are, they're a fucking hater. I'm telling you that right now. And you should not pay attention to anything that they say. I'm hearing too, like, somebody who says, like, maybe you could be at a dinner with different people, or you could be out in public with people, right? And these may not be people that you know. They may just be acquaintances or friends of friends, or maybe just on social media. I don't know what this is, but I'm seeing a situation in my mind where you, as this feminine energy who is highly respected in whatever community that you're in, whatever genre of work that you do, and you're sharing some type of opinion, or you're speaking on something that's coming up as a topic of conversation amongst people, and there's like this energy, and I don't know if it's a specific person, but I'm feeling like it's like a cloud, or, you know, an entity, an energy that's coming over people where they say something along the lines of, I don't know what it is that you do. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're disagreeing with you, or they're contrasting you when it comes to your opinion. And they're going to say like the opposite of what you think, or they're going to disagree with what you think. But instead of just stating their opinion, they have to throw that jab in that says, I don't know what it is that you do, or I'm not sure where you went to school, or, you know, like something like that. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure where you grew up, or where you're from, or what you do. I'm not sure who it is that you are, or I'm not sure where you learned that, but, and then it's followed by a but. I'm telling you right now, if anybody does that in a situation, 99.9% accuracy. They know who the fuck you are, and they're just saying that to try to put you down. I feel it in my soul. I can almost guarantee it, like we at Men's Warehouse, bitch. Whoever this is knows who you are. They've heard of you. They probably follow you on social media, or they talk about you in these groups, and they're trying to downplay your accomplishments or your success. I'm telling you. Then we have journey again, and then we have marriage. Wow. Yeah, so even this could even be a trip that you're taking. Some of you guys could be traveling and you're going to meet this mature man. Some of you guys could get invited by a mature man to go somewhere or do something. I feel like this is around May, June. Well, we passed May. It's June now. June, July. Sometime in the summertime, you guys could definitely be taking a trip. I also feel like you're in a place right now on your spiritual journey where you guys could be headed towards commitment or marriage. This could also be travel that you're doing for work, okay? But it could also affect like your love life. This could be because of the fact that whatever you do in your life, in your communities, is bringing you love and support from people around you. So, there's definitely an energy here where you realize what is not enough in your life. You realize the things that are worth your investment and the things that are not, okay? What cards? I don't even remember the cards we used last time, y'all. I do not remember. So I'm just going to get this this little holographic chrome looking deck, because I truly cannot tell you what cards we used last time. I know in the last reading, I think it was a reading about like somebody being bitter or something like that, because I put the thumbnail bitterness. Can't remember. But we're going to see. I feel like somebody's going to want to travel with you guys in the near future, or because of some type of travel or movement that you're doing, you're going to meet a lot of people who respect you or know of you possibly, and that's why they respect you. People who've heard of you before. You guys seem kind of like popular. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like people look up to you in the community, or you're like the main female, the main woman who's associated with a particular community or group. This could also be a woman that you're meeting, okay? And this woman, even if it's platonic, you guys may develop a friendship. Like, even if you're a woman, I feel like it's not only describing your energy, but because you're projecting this energy out, you're kind of like magnetizing other feminine energies who vibrate on the same level towards you, right? And let me just explain this as well, because it's kind of like this weird meta effect, you know, or multiverse effect. Because I'm getting that multiverse effect. I'm seeing like the Spider-Man movie with Miles Morales, where he goes into the multiverse and it's like all these different versions of himself. Excuse me. And all these different versions, or all these different versions of Spider-Man or whatever. So this is how I want you guys to think about this, right? As you move throughout different stages of your life, there's going to be people you meet who are vibrating on the same level as you in the current moment. There's going to be different people that you meet that are vibrating on the level that you strive to be on. And there's going to be people who you meet who are vibrating on a lower level than you are currently, but on a level that you can relate to, or a level that you've been in the past. So when I was just talking about somebody who says, oh, I don't know where you went to school, or I don't know what it is that you do, it feels like you could be attracting people because of your energy that are either on your level, above your level, where you want to go, or below you where you've come from. And I'm not saying in terms of status or people, how you should treat people. What I'm saying is, like, when it comes to your evolution, when it comes to your education, when it comes to your personal, ability to evolve, I think that you may be in a room and all of these versions may exist, and you're going to have to discern and decipher who to pay attention to and who not. Because I think that there are people who come across as haters who are gravitating towards you because you now are at a place where they strive to be, just like you're meeting people who are in a place where you strive to be. But but because they haven't gotten to the place where they can accept that, okay, and because they haven't healed to the point where they can see past the primal things and look, on a higher vibrational level, they're going to throw shade at you. They're going to hate you. They're going to misconstrue or purposefully misunderstand the things that you say and do. They're going to purposefully be combative because they haven't yet reached the level where you've reached, where you now understand that that's counterproductive, right? So I just wanted to give you guys that perspective to keep that in mind so that you're not holding on to any negative energy that's projected towards you from these types of people. That's very interesting. If y'all get what I'm saying, put it in the comments, okay? If y'all get what I'm saying on that point specifically, put a butterfly in the comments, because I feel like I'm making sense, but sometimes I be want to know if it resonates with y'all, okay? So what is coming towards the collective when it comes to love? What can they expect in the near future? Ooh, Ace of Wands. People are very attracted to you, child. Ace of Wands. I also feel like this intuitive energy, this heightened intuitive connection to spirit is definitely bringing you a lot of creative ideas. Okay, y'all are about to get an idea. Light bulb. It's about to go off. Ooh, yes. And there's the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Pisces energy, very intuitive. You really just see the joy in life. And I think that's why someone is upset with you, because they feel like they are not enough. And it's their own personal issues. Excuse me. But at the same time, I can see where it could possibly affect you. And then you have the Four of Cups. If you are in a position where you want to do a lot of things and you're feeling very creative, but you're kind of like melancholy or feeling down, feeling blue, feeling unenthused about those creative ideas because of what you've experienced in the past, it's time to let that go. Okay. I'm telling you right now. What else? Can I get 2 more cards? We have 4 of Pentacles. Okay. 8 of Cups. And the 3 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of you guys are walking away from things that do not serve you. You are out the door. 8 of Cups. If there's something that's this not enough card. If there's something that's not enough for you, you are not upset at all about holding on and waiting for what you expect when it comes to what you deserve. Right? You got nothing but time, bitch. That's what it feels like. You got nothing but time. You are not holding on to anything that doesn't serve you, because you know if you let it go, then you will get what it is that you feel is on your level. Okay? You're not desperate. You would rather wait for what's actually on your level than to try to, do backflips to make something that's not on your level fit. Right? That's a good one, bitch. You would rather walk barefoot than to put your foot in a shoe that's too small. Okay, can I get some in the comments? Can we put some in the comments, bitch? Okay. Don't y'all steal my fucking shit. Don't y'all steal my shit, bitch. I'm telling you. I know that's right. Because I know that's for sure. I be barefoot all the time. I be walking around barefoot outside. People be looking at me crazy. I don't care. I do not care. Yup. Look, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, forcing it. See what I'm saying? Ooh, shit, y'all. Hold on. Ooh, I just hit the mic. Okay, you guys, my bad. I forgot to put my phone on that special type of D&D where calls cannot come through. I set it up. Now the videos don't get cut off no more because I figured it out. And I take my phone off of power save mode so that it doesn't just go black because I'm trying not to like interrupt the videos too much. So thank you. I know I just came right back and y'all didn't see anything different, but I didn't want it, even though it's Saturday too, I didn't want anybody to interrupt the video. Five of Swords, Ace of Cups. I also feel like some of you guys are, because there's been a lot of talk lately about like plastic surgery and changing your features. I feel like a lot of you guys are very like happy with your features, but there's something about like how you want to hold on to the way that you look, but you don't. It's like, okay, let me say this again. That didn't come out right. You have self-esteem and you love yourself, but there's certain things about you for your own comfort level that you may want to change. And you would think about possibly getting plastic surgery, but you wouldn't get it in terms of like other people's perception of you. For example, like me, my boobies are so big, and I went in to try to get a breast reduction in the past, and they told me that it was proportioned to my body. And I feel like the only reason why they said that was because I was tall. But if you look at the proportion of my body, like at times, especially when I'm overweight, I have a tendency to sometimes look like there's a potential for me to look like an upside down triangle bitch. And my back, I've had such horrible back pain. And then I had a back injury from a car accident. And I really, like, if I was to ever get a bunch of money and just have disposable income, I would definitely get a breast reduction. I would definitely get my boobs done. Okay. And it would not be something that I would do for the approval of others. It would be something that I finally wanted to do for myself. Something that I've been, unable to do until that moment. And I think that some of you, like, for whatever reason, I saw the Five of Swords just now and the Ace of Cups. And I feel like a lot of you guys feel really blessed to like be who you are, have the abilities that you have the bodies that you have the minds that you have the creativity that you have. But I also feel like there are things that would definitely improve your life if you were to have more financial stability. Okay. So I don't know what that has to do with this necessarily. But we'll see. Okay. One more card for the collective when it comes to love. The Two of Wands. Okay. Oh, you guys have a goal that you want to achieve. And you guys are trying to like make the right decisions when it comes to this goal. I feel like anything from the past you aren't interested in, because again, you would rather walk barefoot than to put your foot in a shoe that's too small. Period. Nine of Swords and the Seven of Wands. You're blocking out a lot of your fear and anxiety when it comes to the things that you want to achieve and the goals that you have. And I feel like you're holding firm to your vision because you know that if you do, your life is going to improve, So what does this have to do with love? The Five of Wands. Ooh, bitch. Because either people are fighting over you or folks is competing with you, bitch. Okay, Ace of Swords. That's the motherfucking truth. So you stepping in the ring. Your name must be Clarissa Shields, because you stepping in the ring, bitch. And you whooping. Let me stop. I got an issue with her, but it's okay. I don't have an issue with her because of who she is. I have an issue with her because of other shit, but I digress. If y'all want to hear me talk about Clarissa Shields, go to Case Nicole Speaks. The link is in the link tree to that channel. Ooh. So what this has to do with love is it's all of these things that I'm describing about you and all of the ways that we're unfolding the message that Spirit has for you is basically the reason why this has to do with love. It's like, because it's causing you to have this victory because you're making certain sacrifices, but you're also achieving goals. You're coming from a very regal, royal standpoint. Like your energy is very authoritative, but not dictative, if that's proper English. You're having a lot of success. I feel like you're also very like honest with the Ace of Swords. You tell the truth. You are the truth. You see the truth. And you have a lot of clarity. You're not confused about things. And I feel like it's because you've learned over time through the sacrifices that you've had to make what's important in life and what's not important in life. Again, we saw that Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Yeah. So you understand that if there's anything out there that you have to force, you're not going to do it. And that could be why these ages came up in the cards, because I think a lot of you guys are a bit mature, a bit more mature. We didn't see the mature woman, but we saw the mature man, and we have the main female. We also saw privileged lady. So there's a younger woman, there's a kind of middle-aged woman, and there's an older man, okay, that are coming up as people so far. Possibly Taurus energy, maybe Libra with the Hierophant. I just feel like you guys are in a place where you understand. Also, Pisces energy with the High Priestess. You just understand certain things about life because you've been there. Okay. I feel like there's a person here who's competing for you or wanting. There's somebody here who's watching you, but they're not letting you know that they're watching you. Okay. They're interested in you, but they have those sunglasses on. And they know that there could be some type of competition for you, or they could have to literally put up a fight to get your attention or to be allowed in your space. I definitely feel like somebody understands the respect that you deserve or the respect that you command just because of who it is that you are. You really want to make good decisions. And I don't think anybody's going to be stupid enough to think otherwise. Oh. It's like so many times you've let stupid things get in the way of you achieving your goals, and I feel like that's done. Okay. Now, what is the possible outcome when it comes to this message? The star. I know you fucking lie, bitch. You definitely could have Aquarius in your chart. Okay, being Aquarius, shout out to you, boo. I have a lot of Aquarius in my chart. I have a decent amount of Pisces in my chart, but truth be told, I have a lot more Aquarius in my chart than Pisces. And it's like a mix between like Aquarius and Capricorn, Sagittarius, all that type of stuff. Child. Temperance. And I just said Sagittarius, and then I said the devil, Capricorn. Get the fuck out of here. This reading is not about me. It might be me included in it, but it's you guys too. So for all of y'all who want to talk shit, don't. Okay? But this is all major arcana. Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius. And you know what's funny? I didn't even look at the bottom of the deck, and I just think that that's a confirmation. It's like Spirit is trying to confirm through the reading how psychic you are right now, how intuitive you are right now, how much you are tapped in and tuned in to the energy of the universe. So I feel like a lot of the things that may seem coincidental or uncanny aren't actually coincidental. They're very much so happening on purpose, for a purpose. Possibly because you're making it happen. And I want you guys to let that sink in real quick. because it's fun to talk about love and people coming towards you and all the fucked up shit that's happening karmically to the people who didn't appreciate you. It's fun. Yeah, we get it. But it's a lot more beneficial when you actually get down to the nitty gritty of who the fuck you are and what that actually means and how that can benefit you and how much being empowered can change your life. I think that's way more important. Don't you? I mean, if not, you can do your thing, boo. Ain't nobody judging you. But at some point, you're going to have to make a change because that's going to get very old very fast and you're going to feel depleted very quickly. So the possible outcome of this situation is that I feel like there's going to be a healthy balance of energy. Now, with the devil card and the star and the temperance, I feel like you don't see this coming, but I feel like you guys are about to get a lot of attention. You about to get a lot of attention, and a lot of people are going to be having carnal thoughts. You remember in Outlander? Did any of y'all watch Outlander? In the most recent season, John Gray, when Claire and John thought that Jamie had died on the ship. And you know John Gray, I don't know if y'all watched Outlander before, but the tea with John Gray is that him, you know, he done had a crush on Jamie since the prison. Okay, since he was in prison. And you know, they it's a whole lot of sexual innuendos in in their relationship. So John and Claire was both distraught about Jamie possibly having passed away on the ship, but then it turns out he wasn't dead because he ended up missing the ship. They left without him, but the ship crashed and everybody, you know, was done. His clothes and stuff arrived and everything, but he wasn't with the ship. He had to wait for another ship. So in the process of John having a mental breakdown because his little crush was gone, and Claire didn't believe it, so she was being all delusional for a long time, and it was a whole bunch of mess popping off. And then John and Claire ended up having to get married, because if Claire wouldn't have been married, then it would have been a whole problem and she would have had issues, and then Jamie wouldn't be there to save her. And so they ended up getting married, and then it was one night where they was both having a breakdown, mentally going through it. And they ended up bumping uglies, bitch. Okay. So then when Jamie come back and he walked through the door, man, was it a mess, because now Claire done had 3 marriages, and John went with Jamie out into the woods and said, "I've had carnal knowledge of your wife." That shit was funny. Okay, I digress. Somebody wants carnal knowledge, because usually the star is a nude. But I took her to the store. I took all of my tarot cards and all of my major arcanas and tarot cards that have images of people on them. I took all my tarot people to the rainbow shop, okay, to City Trends, and we got them some 2-piece sets and some nice little outfits to put on. But usually she is nude, and it's very funny because because it feels like you're being very vulnerable. You're trying a lot of new things. With the Temperance card, you're dipping your toe in a lot of new things. You may be trying out new hobbies, new skills, new crafts, going to new places, traveling, whatever it is that you're doing. You're getting a lot of attention from people, especially if you're traveling. Like if you're traveling to a different city, state, zip code, or country, a lot of people respect you because you respect them. Again, this is the energy that you're putting out, giving and receiving. You see what I mean? So because you're putting out that energy of respect, like when you go to Japan, it's customary for people to kind of bow, I guess, to each other. I went to Japan a long time ago, so I don't know if I'm wrong or not. But I remember when we were there was definitely things that we had to learn about their customs and their culture so that we wouldn't be disrespectful or insulting to who it is that they are, because that can be very dangerous in a country that you don't know. But I think a lot of people respect who it is that you are, because whether or not you're traveling or not, whether or not this is just conversations that you're having about topics that you're not familiar with, it's like there's a level of respect that you bring to the situation, and you know, a level of understanding and receptivity that you bring to the situation that other people respect. It's like you're not walking into the fucking McDonald's telling people how to flip the burgers and you ain't never worked there. You get what I'm saying? You're not somebody who's out here saying, oh, it can't be that hard. Squawking and shit. You're actually, regardless of who it is, where you are, what it is, you're very respectful in the way that you communicate and the way that you present yourself. And I feel like that's the outcome of this situation, is that's what's going to bring you some type of like recognition, or that's what's going to make you very well known. I feel like that's why the high honor card is here. Okay. So what's this Ace of Wands? The Empress. Wow. Ten of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Ugh. Ugh. You're becoming very confident, you guys. You have a lot of abundance coming in. I feel like there is a feminine energy, though, who's trying to force this. I feel like you're doing it naturally, but there's another person who's trying to force it, or who's feeling burdened or stressed by the fact that you've gained this confidence, or you have this confidence in your life. There's somebody very superficial. Even though the Queen of Wands was upright, I feel like there's this Queen of Wands energy that's very superficial. Right? Doesn't have to be a Sag, doesn't have to be a Leo, doesn't have to be an Aries, but there's this very superficial beauty or superficial confidence that a woman has that's not actually coming from a core place of authenticity. That's also what the Star card is. What's the Empress? Hold on. What is this Empress? Chariot. Three of Swords and the Six of Cups. Yeah, you got somebody who's disappointed about the past. Somebody also could have lied to you about like coming to see you or visit you in the past, or they were just blowing smoke up your ass in the past. Somebody could also be upset that you left them or that you moved away. One more card for this Ace of Wands, Empress and Chariot, Three of Cups. Yeah, so some of you have someone who's coming towards you and they're remembering you from the past, but they're also either feeling disappointed or hurt. It might not be because of you that they feel disappointed or hurt, but it could just, I don't know why. Could be a Cancer energy, possibly Aries, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, the Sun at the bottom, Leo, Knight of Wands. Yeah, so there's something that you're celebrating. There's something that you're really happy about, or a situation is happening in your life that's taking kind of like a weight off your shoulders. I feel like there's a burden that's being released, or some type of heavy weight, heavy burden, heavy obligation that's coming off of you. This could even be like you losing weight. Some of you guys could definitely have lost some type of weight, or there's something about you when it comes to your attractiveness or your allure that's kind of magnetizing people towards you. Like I said, it doesn't have to be your physical appearance. It could definitely be your attitude, your perspective about life, the way you see the world. And even though you may be someone who is more heavy set or more voluptuous, thicker than a Snicker, you have this very light and innocent flowing energy. You're not backed up. Some of you guys could also be, taking very healthy bowel movements. I don't mean to be TMI, but what I'm saying is it's like this light energy, this weightless energy. Even if you weigh 250 pounds, you could have a very weightless energy. And I feel like people are picking up on that more than anything else. And I really feel like there's a feminine energy who is looking at you as possibly being a more mature woman or a more mature individual. I'll say that because I never know who's watching and how it resonates. But you could be a more mature individual. You could be a little bit older in age. You're not in your 20s anymore. You may not even be in your 30s anymore. And your body, it's like maybe you've had some kids with the Empress. Like you could be a mother. Your body has changed. It's morphed over the years. That's what the fuck happens. All these young girls need to figure that shit out. Okay. It's nothing is going to change that, but you still don't have this like woe is me doomsday mentality about the way you look or who you are or how you carry yourself. And I feel like that's got somebody very pressed. It's got somebody who's very superficial or very into their looks, very aesthetically focused, very pressed about the fact that you can pull just the same as they can pull, if not better. And they're wondering like how you're able to do that. I know I'd be digging real deep, but like that's what it is. What's this 4 of Pentacles? The 5 of Pentacles, baby, but it's in reverse. Yeah, if you were insecure before, you're not insecure about things now. And I was wondering like why is all of this like physicality stuff coming up? Like, why is all this body stuff coming up? And I think it's not necessarily because of you, excuse me, but I think it's because of how other people are viewing you. Somebody has an issue with you being transparent because of like the way that you look or something, or they have an issue with you speaking on certain topics, speaking on them, whatever the situation is, because of the way that you look. And they're judging you off of that. High Priestess again, and the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you guys are saving money too. You have a goal in mind of how much you want to save or how much you want to have in your savings account. Some of you guys are wanting to save $10,000 and you might already have 4,000. And you're about to have 5. But you know that you're going to get to your $10,000 mark. Congratulations. If you believe that, you're already there. There's also some type of like hidden income, possibly. I don't know if this is just about you hiding income because you don't want people to know how much money you make, or if this is something more nefarious and it may be someone else doing that. But like, it kind of feels like this energy of like you have the mindset of an empress. You have the mindset of a very regal, royal person, but maybe you dress like a homeless person. I don't know. Child, I don't know. Okay. But you're not poor. Like behind the scenes, you actually have a lot of wealth or money or things like that. What's this 5 of Pentacles reversed with the 4 of Pentacles? Wheel of Fortune. You be switching it up. What is going on? And then the Hermit and the Temperance card. Yeah, it's like you know that things are going to shift and balance out in your life. You've had money before, so you know you'll have it again. If you're in a predicament where you're financially not as stable and secure as you want to be, it's not like you're not stressed about it. I feel like you are actively pursuing solutions, or you're actively working towards rebalancing yourself. But I also feel like a lot of you guys are not stressed or pressed about material things, or, you know, you're very frugal. It's definitely this situation where if you have to cut a few corners here and there, if you have to do home maintenance and self-care, if you can't go get a mani-pedi, you know, full set and you know, get your hair, your eyebrows, your lashes, and everything done, you're not worried about that because you can do it at home. Even if you're a man and you identify as masculine and you're watching this, I know it's been very feminine centered, but I feel like even you guys are able to like trim your beard, cut your hair, trim your nails, clip your toenails, clean underneath your nails, like do exfoliation on your face or your body. A lot of you guys are able to acclimate to whatever financial situation that you're in, and it doesn't really change or alter the way that you are perceived or the way that you come off as much as you might think, because sometimes when we have to do those things ourselves, we can get a little insecure. However, I want you guys to know, like I always tell you guys, well, I tell Pisces this a lot, but even because of what you've been through, you could look like the underside of a fucking freeway bridge, okay? But you don't, because you know how to take care of yourself. And I feel like a lot of you guys have learned how to keep things kind of balanced when it comes to your personal life, your self-care routines. No matter what type of situation is going on around you or in the universe, you always maintain this very leveled, appearance or a leveled perspective, something like that. I feel like you're starting to see evidence that a shift that you were going through or some tumultuous times that you were going through are starting to balance out. So you're not letting go of the vision. You have a goal and you're holding on to that goal, okay? Now, for those of you that listen, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all one more card for the Four of Pentacles. Bitch, not the King of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. Very stingy, very broke behavior. Okay? Broke behavior. I don't care if it's masculine or feminine because the king is reversed. Broke bitches, broke niggas. Okay? With the King of Pentacles reversed. A lack of stability, Queen of Cups, and the Three of Wands. I feel like that's who you turned your back on. A lot of you guys turned your back on somebody who was just a user, who was very broke when it comes to their mentality, very poverty minded, very unstable, possibly also very stingy, could even be controlling with the King of Pentacles reversed. It doesn't have to be a man. It could be a woman too. A lot of you are leaving that type of energy behind, even if it's platonic friends. People who act like that, who are platonic in your life. Those are the type of energies and people that you've turned your back on. I also feel like a lot of you guys are keeping your financial status or what's going on in your finances a secret, or you may even be purposefully trying to show up in a more disheveled, broke down appearance because you don't want someone else to know your situation or how much money you have, because you know that they're going to try to do something to slow it down, or they're going to try to do something to ruin it. Okay, for a lot of you guys. That's crazy. What's the Two of Wands? The Fool. So if you just started something new recently, I don't care what it is, you're doing something physical with your body. It's like exercise, or maybe you're walking around your neighborhood, or maybe you're going to search for places that you can go to the gym. I don't know what you did, but it's something new that you're doing. It could even be with your diet, like different things that you're doing to keep your body healthy. And I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist, so please don't take this as medical advice. Hierophant is here with the Four of Swords. Yeah, you're committed to some type of new healing routine, new spiritual practice, new regimen. I don't know what it is. Maybe your ass taking vitamins, bitch. I don't know. But there's something that you consistently do every day that's a part of a routine that helps to facilitate rest or peace. This could even be you listening to evening meditation at night, and then you're waking up refreshed in the morning. This could be you just washing your face. Some of you have a face that is clearing up. Maybe you're doing some new acne routines. Maybe you went to go see your dermatologist. There's something that you're doing that is consistently happening every day, or you have to do it every day. And it's really a good choice, because I feel like you're going through a portal, or you're walking into a timeline where you're reaching a higher vibrational level of yourself. That's what it kind of feels like. There's because of the changes that you're making consistently, because of the commitments that you're making to doing these new things and making better decisions, there's a part of you that's dying, you guys. Literally, it feels like you're going through a transformation. And that's the layman's terms of saying that you're walking through that portal towards your higher self. And when that happens, a part of you does die. Yeah. What's the Fool with the Two of Wands? Ooh. Yeah, you avoided a tower. Look at that. Because I always tell you guys, either you're going to jump or get pushed. And I feel like because the Fool card is here, that definitely says that you avoided a disaster. Or, bless me, thank you. You avoided some type of tower moment. Knight of Pentacles and the Strength card. I feel like you saw the value in something and you decided to take a leap of faith in investing in it. You had the courage to invest in something that was worth it, which could definitely be yourself. But it could also be whatever these techniques or regimens are that you're implementing into your life. You're like, okay, yeah, maybe it costs money to, sign up for a gym membership, but ultimately it's going to help me to feel better about myself, and it's going to help me to be healthier every single day. Yeah, maybe it's going to cost money to sign up for this yoga class, or like me, I signed up for a roller skating class and I go twice a week, and then I go to the skating rink and I have to spend money to get into the skating rink. But it's something that's literally improving my way of life. It's improving my mental health, and it's improving my overall view of myself and the world ultimately. So it's like you had the courage to look ahead and make a good decision. That's what it feels like. One more card for the Two of Wands, Fool card, Tower. Oh my God. Five of Cups reversed. Yeah, a lot of you guys are making really good decisions. Oh my God. I feel like you're looking at the bright side. And I just heard that song by, was that the band, the Unalivers? I'm trying to be careful what I say. Y'all know the Killers. They were like, isn't that Mr. Brightside? Oh my God. Whenever I go to Planet Fitness, they're always playing that fucking song. Or they're playing like somebody who covered it. I'm Mr. Brightside. What it... He said, coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down. Because I want it all. Started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. Now we're falling asleep and she's calling the cab and I'm having to smoke and she's taking the drag and we're going to bed and my stomach is sick and I'm stuck in my head, but it's just now. She takes off her dress. Now let me go. And I just can't look. It's killing me and taking control. Jealousy turning sexy turning too sweet. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry, I just had a moment. I really enjoyed that album when I was a kid. I know almost every song on that album, bitch. Choking on your alibi, but it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes. Man, they play that all the time in the gym. But legit, I let my kids listen to that album when we were going grocery shopping, and I was blasting it. I used to love that. Okay, wait, let me get... I had the CD, bitch. Okay. Okay, let me stop. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Five of Cups reverse. And the Knight of Swords. Okay. So you see the potential in a situation. Yeah. And you started to become more optimistic about something. Because you saw maybe you saw results. A lot of you guys saw results. Okay. I feel like you're also telling people about your results. You're also speaking about how positive an impact something has on your life. Okay. When it comes to these new routines or regimens. Yeah. Like, oh my God, I went to my dermatologist and I started, you know, whatever the licensed professional did for me, helped my skin, and I avoided all of these breakouts, and I just feel so free and happy and invigorated. It was such a great decision. You could even be being interviewed about this or talking about this maybe on social media. I don't know what you do. But I feel like a lot of you guys are swearing by something, or you are, attesting to something's validity. Okay. And it's not that you weren't afraid or scared to do it. I just feel like because remember we saw the 9 of Swords over here with the 7 of Wands. It's like you pushed past your fear to do something. And I feel like this is something you wanted to do for a long time. Some of you guys may be getting plastic surgery, and that's fine. But I think a lot of you are doing it for the right reasons. You're not doing it just because you are insecure, okay? Because the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles is reversed. So this is not about insecurity. It's either something that you've always wanted to do for yourself, or it's something that you feel like would benefit you in some way, shape, or form, and you've done your research, and whatever that is your prerogative. Okay, this is a crazy reading, and I know it's long as fuck, but we about to get to the end of it, y'all. I just feel like this is so good. Like, this is the type of stuff that people ignore watching, or they don't want to watch. Are y'all gonna be mad if I clickbait you guys to watch the video? I hope not, because I probably will. I'm gonna clickbait you guys to watch this fucking video because it is just too good. And I cannot put on the video, oh my God, you're elevating so much because you're changing your life for the better and being healthy. Nobody's gonna watch that shit. Because the majority of people are still low vibrational. Oh my God. I might not clickbait y'all. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Don't quote me. All right. Not making any promises. What's the 5 of Wands for why this message is coming out? Look, and the 6 of Wands. You see that? Why this message is relating to love? What is this 5 of Wands? I was about to say, if the fucking Queen of Wands comes out, I'm going to be blowed. Now, we have the 8 of Pentacles, and it came out in reverse. I feel like you're causing some type of chaos? What is this? But Tower is reversed. 5 of Cups is reversed. 5 of Pentacles is reversed. There's something here chaotic, you guys. What is this? Or you're not focusing on the drama. Knight of Swords, 10 of Wands. Knight of Swords. Yeah. It's like people are possibly arguing about whether or not something is actually working for you, or whether or not you actually did the work. People could be like, you could be in the gym legit. Some of you guys, listen, I have nothing against people who get plastic surgery for the right reasons, right? But what I'm saying is, you could have done like some type of body transformation, and people think it's plastic surgery, but you just went to the gym. It's like maybe people are arguing about whether or not your body is real or fake. Okay. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know. What's the Eight of Pentacles reversed and the Five of Wands? Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Now, it could also just be, even if it's not a physical thing, I'm just saying that because there's a whole lot of fucking wands. But this could also be just a professional thing. Like, some of you guys could be very successful in your job. You could be overcoming a lot of the competition at work. And people could be accusing you or possibly speculating as to whether or not you really worked for what it is that you have. Whatever was going on with you before in your life that was causing you a lot of chaos and conflict, whether it was a mentality, a belief system, a person, or a situation, it wasn't working for you. It was causing an issue. It may have even been breaking you out. Like, you could have literally just broken up with someone and your skin is literally brightening up on your face and people are like, "Did you get work done?" And you're like, "No, I just got fuck people out of my life. I just took the problem people out of my life." You know, and folks are wondering, like, Three of Swords, "Oh, I just went through a breakup." It's like you go through a breakup and you actually look good. And I feel like that's the way that you can tell when people are like a succubus in your life. That's the way that people can tell, if you were actually the one to blame or if the other person was the one to blame. And that's why a lot of people do their very damnedest, whether you're male or female, masculine, feminine, LGBTQ+. That's why a lot of bitter people who you separate from will literally do everything that they can to uglify you and try to make you as unattractive as possible. That's a lot of times why men will not pay child support to women and make them have to struggle. That's a lot of times the reason why women will be dramatic and cause a lot of problems in men's life is because it ages you when you're stressed. Those are the situations that end up like deceiving people of the truth. Because sometimes you will improve. You will begin to glow again. You will get your energy back because now you're not being depleted. But there's a lot of manipulative ass people who try to manipulate those effects and still cause or create some type of drain on your life because they know that once you start glowing and looking really good, that you're going to have people who want to be around you. And I think that could be what's happening. And the reason why the drama hasn't really come up in the reading a lot is because you've really isolated it out of your life. So if y'all wanted to know or needed confirmation, I'm letting you guys know right now that a lot of you have done a really good job of removing the dramatic influences or the toxic influences from your life because they're literally not coming up in the reading. Okay. I mean, they're there, but they're not relevant. So maybe I should put irrelevant on the thumbnail. Irrelevant. Hold on, y'all. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe. Baby, catch the vibe. Catch the vibe. Catch the vibe. Don't you wanna like and subscribe so you can catch the vibe? Catch the vibe. Don't you wanna like and subscribe? I would love it if you liked and subscribed. Ooh, la 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 la. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I also feel like people who are competing with you, you're not focused on it. You're not. It's like you're not focused on the back and forth. I don't know. I don't even have any interest in that, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. What's the star for the outcome? It's like spirit is wanting me to move on. Ooh, the sun. Yeah, you've moved on. Something has been. There's either a person or a situation that's become irrelevant in your life. And I really feel like whoever was involved or whatever was going on, it's like someone or something, could be an entity, a demon or a spirit, whatever, energy of something negative. It's like they want you to keep holding on to it. They want you to keep talking about it. They want you to keep dealing with it. It keeps wanting to pull on your energy, and you're just like, it's irrelevant. And I just don't feel like you're paying any attention to it. The outcome is that there's going to be a lot of freedom opening up in your life. You're going to be really happy about something. I feel like your skin is clearing up. Your face is clearing up. I feel like a lot of you guys are like body goals, body tea, all that type of stuff. And it doesn't have to be like this BBL body I'm talking about, or this strong gym dude body. That's not what I'm talking about. It's like you just look healthy, bitch. You just look healthy. That's what it is. King of Swords and the Page of Wands. Wow. Yeah, people see the truth of who you are. Like, people can tell that you're real, you're authentic. I find it very ironic that J-Lo made that song, I'm Real, because it just popped up in my head. I find it very ironic that she made that song talking about because I'm real, and she was using other people's vocals. Ain't that so funny, bitch? Oh, let me stop. What's the sun and the star? Queen of Swords. Yeah, it's like people can clearly see why you're happy, or they know why you are looking healthier or something like that. They're like, yeah, we know that like, I don't know who it is. These could be like doctors, whatever. It feels like it's like doctors or medical professionals. I don't know what this is, you guys. It kind of feels like, you know how when you're on social media and you see like a doctor break down someone's appearance, but from like a medical perspective, where they say, oh, did this person have plastic surgery? Did that person have plastic surgery? And they'll point out specific indicators and markers that identify whether or not it's true or false. It kind of feels like this energy, and this may not be exact. Y'all have to understand, sometimes these readings are very metaphorical. I feel like there's this energy where that would be the case, but it's not necessarily doctors. It's just people who are wise and intelligent, and people who have done, again, the healing work that you've done, kind of similar to when we were talking about you possibly meeting people who are on the level that you strive to be on, that you want to achieve, and you're obviously above the point where you're envious of them. So you're really observing them and absorbing what it is that they kind of like exude, right? That's what it kind of feels like. It feels like you're being recognized by people who are on the same level as you, or even on a higher level than you, and understanding like, yeah, that's healing. Yeah, that's health. Yes, that's getting good rest at night. Yes, that's taking care of yourself. While other people may be accusing you of like lower vibrational things, or saying like, because there's nothing wrong with getting plastic surgery, but it feels like this focus of inauthentic people accusing you of also being inauthentic because they are just ignorant or unaware. And authentic people, or more healed individuals, more mature individuals, being able to discern the difference between energies, and saying, regardless of what people are saying about collective, or regardless of, you know, what they're accusing collective of doing or being, we know that collective is actually authentic and true and real about what they say. It's something about that, right? Like, the important people are what matters. The people who understand are what matters. And I feel like there's this situation where you're very attractive to people, regardless of if it's romantic or not, but people feel love for you and respect you because of the fact that they can see the authentic purity of your journey projecting out from you, because they've been in that position before, or they're currently experiencing it as well. Oh, that was a lot. Judgment and the Four of Swords. You see what I'm saying? It's obvious. Something is obvious, because Judgment is like, to me right now, it's giving a message of, it's obvious. I can see it clearly that someone doesn't, stay in a bunch of drama, or someone doesn't sleep around, or someone doesn't drink the ocean every single day, or someone doesn't smoke, or someone, doesn't eat unhealthy foods. Like, this person takes vitamins, they go to the gym. It's like this energy of it being obvious and people being able to see past the illusions of like, the filters that people create over their life, not just social media filters, but just in general. The amount of makeup that people try to put on, the amount of clothes and jewelry that people try to wear. So this could be a situation, because it's talking about the collective. I feel like this is a situation where people are going to start realizing who's actually healthy and who's not, because it's going to become very obvious. And I think that's why Spirit has been telling us to, take care of ourselves and get ourselves together and make sure that we are being as healthy as possible and doing the things that we need to do. Like, nobody's going to be perfect, but even if you do something that's kind of unhealthy, I feel like a lot of you guys have so many healthy habits that outweigh whatever unhealthy habit that you have, that you can, like, people can tell that overall, as a whole, you're a very balanced person, or you're a very healthy person, or you're a very like well-rounded, equalized individual. Whatever you're speaking on, whatever you're communicating about, whatever you're saying, like, however you present yourself, it's very authentic. And it comes from a place of healed energy and peace and happiness. Like, if you're speaking about situations and that person is saying, well, I don't know where you went to school, or I don't know what it is that you do, people can tell that that motherfucker is a hater, because they're not speaking from a place of happiness and joy. They're speaking from a place of pain and hurt and resentment. And I literally feel like a lot of the collective is getting, like, we're getting this message in this reading because it's a love reading. And I named this channel The Underground for a reason, because it goes beneath the surface of love to see what's really underneath. And I think what a lot of people are starting to see and realize, and a lot of what's being revealed by the universe, God, and source, spirit, whoever you want to call it, is that the true essence of people needs to come out. It's being revealed, the true essence of people and who they are. And it's like spirit is showing who a person really is on the inside through the way that they look on the outside. So if it's an ugly bitch on the inside, that bitch about to be ugly. Ain't gonna be no amount of makeup and concealer and clothes and shoes that's gonna hide the ugliness of that bitch. And I'm telling you, she could be a 10 out of 10. She could have everything going on, but she's still going to be viewed as ugly. You get what I'm saying? Kind of like in Shallow Hal, right? Where Hal wasn't able to see Hal wasn't able to see the outer beauty. He was only able to see the inner beauty, and the inner beauty physically presented itself in his eyes. Literally, that's what I'm seeing. Like real life Shallow Hal. And it's going to be the same thing for men. So it's like none of these superficial filters that people use to cover up who they really are on the inside are going to be able to work when it comes to how they present themselves in spaces within our communities. That's what it feels like to me. Wow, that was a deep message. I knew it was going to be something, because I've been trying to come over here for a while, and I think Spirit wanted me to have enough energy to really give you guys this message. And I was going to do it last night, but I was so, like, I was dog shit tired, bro. I I told Pisces I was going to play The Sims, and I did for like an hour. And then I was so tired I couldn't keep my eyes open, and I went to sleep. So I think that this message was a little bit like delayed. It was not really delayed. It's right on time, because ain't nothing late or early. It's right on time. But I feel like I had to wait to kind of give you guys this message until possibly things happened in your life, or until the energy was right for me to be able to deliver it to you guys. That's crazy. Oh my God. Okay, so wait. I know we've been in here for like an hour and 30 minutes, but I do want to get some oracle cards. You guys. Yeah, let's get... Ooh, bitch. I know you motherfucking lying. Hold on. Oh. Y'all. Let me get some of these. I know y'all probably can't hear what I'm saying. Okay, so the signs that are out here, okay... Scorpio with Judgment, Scorpio with the Tower, but it's reversed. So the way I read, okay, I see it as Taurus, right? Because isn't Taurus the opposite of Scorpio? Yes. Then you have the Fool card, which I feel like could be Aries, maybe Aquarius, possibly Gemini. You have Aquarius with the Star, Leo with the Sun. We also saw the Strength. We saw the High Priestess, which is Pisces. What else did we see? The Hermit, which is Virgo. But you also have the Empress, which I see as Taurus, Libra, or Virgo. Cancer with the Chariot card, or Aries as well on that one. And we saw the Devil, Capricorn. We also saw Temperance, Sagittarius. And I think that was it for Major Arcana. If I'm forgetting anything, wow, bitch, what? If I'm forgetting anything, y'all can put it in the comments. Egg on their face, ashamed, backfired, got caught, okay. And cold shoulder, breakup, distance, separation, and guilt, apology, remorseful, ashamed. So much shame. Y'all remember that? What was it? Shame, shame, shame. I don't want to go to Mexico no more. There's a big fat policeman at my door. He grabbed me by the hips. He made me kiss his lips. I don't want to go no Mexico no more. Shame. Y'all remember that? Somebody's... Wow, that was a crazy song. Because if you think about it, they're saying shame. So it's kind of like a song of grape. And then feeling the shame. And not wanting to go to Mexico. Nothing against people from Mexico. Okay. Everybody's so fucking sensitive. Yeah. Cold shoulder. You're giving somebody the cold shoulder. And they're starting to feel guilty because a lot of the things that they did to you, it's egg on their face. But what does that say? On their face. So it's like the shame that people are carrying. Oh, it's getting heavy, bitch. That's the karma. That's the backlash. That's the bounce back, the boomerang. Everybody's face is about to start looking like what they've been doing. People's faces are going to start looking like what they've been through. But not in a way where like you've been through things and you've overcome. That's crazy. What else? For the collective when it comes to love, distractions, temptation. I almost said temporary. Always busy, kept you waiting. Yeah, temporary situation that was a distraction or somebody who was trying to distract you. And then they treated you like you were an option or like you weren't important. Right? Envy, hater, spiteful, jealousy. Yeah, pictures, regrets, reminiscing, missing you. So there's definitely somebody from the past who is very envious, hateful, jealous of you, feeling spiteful. They're looking at pictures from the past and it's distracting them. Somebody is at work not able to do their work because the way that they treated you is a distraction to them doing work. Like someone is literally going through some type of conflict financially in their life because you moved on from them. Like they, and I'm not trying to like boost your head up, but what I'm saying is like somebody is so focused on their jealousy or their envy or their malicious intent or thoughts towards you, their hateful behavior towards you, that it's literally distracting them from being able to function. And this doesn't have anything to do with you. I feel like this is a situation where it's just like people are being forced to address the issues, and no matter what type of coping mechanisms that they use to try to like not deal with it, they're having to still deal with it. And because it's so stressful and the guilt and the shame is so like strong, it's really affecting people's physical like bodies. That's what it feels like. One more card. Unknown caller stalking, hanging up unknown numbers. That's so weird. Because if any of y'all are stalking me, hold on, you guys. Not for all my collective benefiting from this reading. I just have to say, if any of you who stalk me called my phone the other night at like 12 something a.m. in the morning and I called you back and you just sat on the phone in silence and didn't say anything. If you gonna call and say what the fuck you need to say, bitch. Stop being weird. Stop being weird. Just speak on it and say what the fuck you need to say. Or don't call my fucking phone. Because whoever you are, I don't know who you are. Because the number was not saved. And this is not no type of threat or anything like that. But even if I block the number, y'all gonna get another number and call back. So just say whatever it is you need to say and be done with it so everybody can move forward. Please stop calling my phone. And ain't nobody blowing up my phone, but y'all, I'm just saying, I had to say it because I feel like people be doing weird stuff. Deuces. I'm moving on to something better. Fed up, cutting ties, walking away. I said that because the unknown caller, and that's, it's just weird. Conflict resolution, compromise and making amends, positive outcome. So yeah, I feel like you chucked them deuces up to somebody. And now you're giving them the cold shoulder. And I feel like now they want to resolve the conflict. So they may call you from an unknown number. Because this situation is distracting them. They cannot move on from it. I'm talking about legit. If you've ever been in a situation where you've been on somebody's social media stalking them, doing any type of weird shit, I'm not judging you. I done stalk people on social media all the time. I was the type of person to be all up in somebody's business, reading people's comments, going to the person who was making the comments and stalking them and looking at what they got going on. I know. Okay, I'm not ashamed of my game. I know who the fuck I am, or at least who I was. But I feel like a lot of you guys have moved past that because you've healed from whatever was causing you to feel that pain. But I feel like there's someone here who knows that they did you wrong, or they know they did you dirty in some way, shape, or form, or they caused some type of distraction in your life on purpose. Maybe even tried to affect your self-esteem in some type of way. And now it's like they cannot move on because they see you as a very highly respected individual within y'all's community. And it's eating them alive. It's like the way that they treated you is eating them alive. And they want to resolve this conflict. That's crazy. Let me know in the comments, have y'all been getting unknown callers or blocked numbers calling your phone? If that's the case, this is definitely a reading that may be true to you. Okay. What's this egg on their face, distractions, and unknown caller? Yeah, the world. I feel like this person, now they understand something. Ooh, not the world, Ten of Swords, and the Death card. All of these cards are talking about endings, y'all. I feel like a lot of you guys have people who are seeing you kind of change and transform very quickly after things have come to an end in your life with those people. You guys, I am so fucking proud of y'all. I could literally cry, bitch. I'm for real. Like, and part of it is me too. Like, part of it is me understanding where y'all are at right now. And like being proud of you because I know I'm proud of myself. And I'm just so happy for y'all. Like, when I say I be happy for people, I'm for real, man. Like, because shit be hard. And I know that y'all been going through a lot. And I'm just extremely, extremely happy for all of us who are at this place in our life and like really doing the work and trying to make the best of our situations, even if everything is not perfect. Like, man, I was not trying to get emotional, y'all. But I'm for real. Like, I'm just so proud of you guys. And you should really be proud of yourself because it's literally showing through. It's literally coming out of your pores how much you are evolving and growing. And it's not taking that long either. It's very fast. And it's extremely shocking to people. And I know that sometimes it may be hard to believe, but it's really having a strong effect on people. Just like I'm having a reaction right now, it's having a very strong effect on people. You are very inspirational to people. The star card is there. You see what I'm saying? Like the way you speak on things that you know and what you've learned and the way that you just move through life with this air of regality. It's like moving. It's very powerful. And that's why I think the reading started off with that energy of respect, because even if people didn't understand you in the past and they didn't see you for who you really were because of everything else that was clouding them from being able to see you and clouding you from being able to see the truth, now that that's kind of clearing away, people have a really big respect for you because of how you've turned yourself and your life around. And it is not a game, bitch. Like, this shit is serious. And I'm not crying because, like, I'm trying to be emotional about it. But this is a major accomplishment that you guys should be very proud of yourself for. And it's deep. And it's not even fully complete yet. You see the sun on the card is not even fully risen. Oh, my God. One more card for this egg on their face and all that. Yeah, 7 of Cups. Yeah, you made a choice to end a situation that you knew was going to kill you. You knew it was going to lead to a slow and painful death. That's also the death card in the 10 of Swords. A long cycle of betrayal, sadness, backstabbing. The card is here. And we just saw the 10 of Swords with the death card. It's like there's something where you were betraying yourself, you were betraying your own spirit, you were betraying your survival mechanisms that God has instilled within you to literally avoid things that are harmful to you. And you knew that something was going to lead to a slow and painful death. So this could literally be a habit that you have. This could literally be some type of addictive behavior that you're kind of like getting it under control or stabilizing it, right? And like I said, I don't judge you guys. So even if it's a situation where you still, partake in something or you still have something, because I've had to heal from stuff. I've had addictions. I have had issues my whole life, regardless of what it is. And it's like, okay, even if you overeat, right? Even if you eat emotionally, a lot of you guys are choosing like, okay, if I'm going to be an emotional eater and I'm still kind of anxious and stressed about things, I may not eat a cupcake, but I might like I told y'all, I was eating boiled eggs and avocados. I might eat an apple. If I'm going to emotionally eat and snack all day, I'm going to snack on fruit. I'm going to constantly be eating oranges and apples and grapes. And it's like you're purposefully surrounding yourself with healthy foods or better choices, so that when you do revert to those kind of like repetitive behaviors, you're not necessarily cutting the behavior out, but you're transmuting, okay, alchemist, you're transmuting the behavior and turning it into something different. So it's like, I don't have to get rid of my habit of eating if I change the types of food that I eat, right? If you like to eat or you have an oral fixation, you don't have to change the things that you don't have to change the fact that you have that oral fixation. You just have to change what you're fixating on. I hope y'all understand. And I feel like that's what's helping you see clearly the things that are distractions in your life. And I feel like a lot of these people who you've separated from and you put up a boundary with, you see how also, and then the death card is here again with the Knight of Cups. You see how also the Seven of Cups has this smoke around it, right? And then the World card is within this protective barrier of spirit. And then the smoke is around these figures on the edge, but that smoke can't penetrate within that barrier. You see what I'm saying? So whoever this person is who knows they caused you to be distracted from your goals and your purpose, they feel really guilty about it because they know what you were going through. And I feel like they understand that they were a distraction in your life, but it benefited them more to distract you and to siphon your energy. So now they're not sure what to do about the fact that this situation has come to an end and it's over. This is a confusing situation for this person. They don't know what to do. So they may be thinking like, oh, I want to reach out to Collective, but I got a call from an unknown number, so they don't know it's me, because maybe you got them blocked. They could even be reaching out to you and you got them blocked. You changed your motherfucking number. And they're confused. Yep. 7 of Wands. You see what I'm saying? All of a sudden, all of a sudden, they woke up and you blocked them. And it's just like, it could be energetically or literally. Wow. What's the World and the 7 of Cups? The Magician. Being manipulative, causing confusion, making you delusional or making you feel delusional, trying to act crazy, throwing crazy shit around in your face. Yeah, Queen of Cups and the Temperance, the transmutation, the alchemy. You're doing magic. I'm just telling you right now, that's what's going on. You're doing magic. Do you believe it? Because whatever you're doing behind the scenes that people can't see, that's creating a protective barrier around you, it's doing something, okay, bitch? If you was trying to figure out if it was working, it's working. So I think since y'all are doing whatever you're doing, whether you're literally doing stuff or not, I feel like a lot of you guys are about to see the results of that play out in your life. Man, this was a good reading. Congratulations to y'all who watched all the way through. Any other message? Ow, bitch. As soon as I said that, my wrist hurt. I rebuked that negative energy, bitch. Somebody don't want you to be happy for yourself. I rebuke that negative energy. Fuck that. Somebody don't want you to be happy for yourself. Any other messages? Ow, what the fuck? Nope, not doing it. There might be somebody who wants to take you out to dinner in music. Not doing it. Ooh, that's crazy. Let me see if I get an advice card. Will that same thing happen to my wrist? What's the advice? Nope. It says surrender. I won't use that deck. I don't know what the fuck that was. But I don't like the way that happened when I was saying y'all should be proud of yourself, because I feel like it's hater ass energy. And I don't fuck with you. You little ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you. Oh, yeah, yeah. My neighbors probably think I'm crazy. I don't care. Anything else that the collective needs to know when it comes to this reading, these messages? Innocent. See? Sun card. Not guilty as charged. Okay. Tries to do the right thing. Hostility holds you hostage. Yeah, so somebody who's being hostile towards you, I feel like they want to hold you hostage. Power. Having power struggles, be assertive now. Treat yourself like royalty. Yep. And journey, kick them to the curb, take a new direction, walk away if you need to. See what I'm saying? You're treating yourself like royalty. That's what I said, that regal energy. You're being very assertive because you're having a power struggle with somebody who wants to hold you hostage in a place of hostility. Either they want to trigger you to be hostile, or they're being hostile towards you as a retaliation tactic of some kind due to that jealousy and envy. But you're not guilty of anything. They're just upset with you for something that is really kind of like out of your control. And that's why I feel like you kicked them to the curb. You took a new direction. Love abides. Feelings still remain. Rekindling passion. Give it one more chance. I also feel like Spirit is telling you that the fact that you released a lot of hostility and kicked a lot of people to the curb who were kind of like harboring this hostility or initiating, instigating, influencing the hostility within you, because you kicked a lot of them to the curb, they want you to give love a chance. They don't want you to give up on the idea of love in your life just because there were people who were not up to the task in the past. Okay. Yeah. Habits, repeating the same mistakes, hanging on for no reason, hard to give them up. And then challenges, feeling overwhelmed, being needy and holding on, take it one day at a time. But I feel like that's what you did. I feel like you really try to do the right thing when it comes to people who have treated you very poorly. But I feel like you've woken up a lot to the habits that you were participating in as well, that you had to take accountability for. And because of that, I feel like Spirit is asking you not to give up on love, because I feel like you guys have somebody coming towards you who is like really wanting to kind of fight for you. I get this energy where they're not really, I don't know, they may be in your life, but I feel like you could be meeting this person, you know, somewhere. You got to go out. Like, I feel like this is a situation where Spirit is like, hey, you guys need to get outside because we plan on having you meet someone. You know, you got to start doing things because we plan on like introducing you to someone, bringing someone in your life. And we want you to be able to have the openness to give them a chance and actually show up where they're going to be, you know. That's why you talk to God. That's why you consult with your spirit team about what you're doing. And like, you talk to them about how you feel about things, and they will provide, look, a gateway, even though it says getaway, but I saw gateway. Getaway says, take a break to get clear. Time apart is needed. Long distance affair. Yeah. So they're giving you a break in between this time of like healing and then starting something new, because it's not so much that you're taking a break between like relationships. It feels more like you kick people to the curb. You cleansed your energy. They're giving you the space between that time for like any mishaps or any final things that need to be cleared out. And then they're going to introduce this person into your life. Or that may be what happened to confirm to you that you're with somebody who you can actually open up to and trust. But that's what I feel. Some of y'all, again, this is a vacation. Ooh, not gold digger and depression. What? Yeah, this could be somebody coming towards you who's dealt with a bunch of people who are kind of in that gold digger energy, or who are superficial. It feels very superficial. Somebody is tired of superficiality. Wow. What's this? Innocent love abides and getaway. Oh my God. The Ace of Cups. Dang. Ace of Pentacles, bitch. And the Queen of Cups. I don't know what to do. Shit. Percy woke up like, bitch, what are you doing? This is crazy. No, the lovers. What the fuck are we doing? An opportunity for love is coming, you guys. What the fuck? I know that's right. You're getting recognized. I also feel like this is like, I told you guys a long time ago, I feel like your love life is connected to like your accomplishments, your career, you know, things like that. 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups is out here. And we kept seeing the 3 of Swords. Yeah, like, even if this is a situation where you just experienced a breakup with somebody, I feel like Spirit is wanting you to stay optimistic about love. They don't want you to rush into anything, but I feel like they want you to know that if you really dedicate yourself to going through the healing journey right now, you are going to be at a place where something really beautiful comes into your life. And if you guys are in a place where you've done that healing, boy, I'm telling you, one more card for this innocence, love abides, getaway. Yep. Damn, this is a confirmation, bitch. 2 of Swords. You don't see it coming. Ooh, and the 5 of Swords. Yeah, you don't see it coming. I feel like, ooh, some of y'all hating. Some of y'all disagree with the message. Fuck you too, bitch. It ain't for you, ho. Click off. Some of you are like, I disagree with the message. But look at the 5 of Swords. Look at your salty ass. Envious and jealous. Get the fuck off my live. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, some of you, yeah. Some of y'all who feel like that, though, are distracted by the wrong things. And you really need to get your motherfucking life together. Because you're the only reason why you're upset. Nobody else is the reason. Okay? But a lot of you guys, you like, nah, this ain't, You like, is it a catch? No. I don't think it is. 7 of Wands. Yep. It's gonna feel 10 of Swords, 8 of Cups. Listen, y'all. Take this how you will. But some of you guys need to stop letting the people from your past fuck up your present. Okay? The advice is surrender. I didn't look at the other card. 2 of them flipped over, but I only saw surrender. It says, regardless of the outcome, I am taken care of. The angels want you to know you need not worry about the resolution of the current situation. Instead of trying to solve the problem with sheer force, trust you will get exactly what you need. No matter the outcome of the uncertain situation, you are taken care of. Okay? Shit. Excuse me. And then we have fairy wings. My inner child is happy and carefree. Do you ever feel like a lost child wandering aimlessly through life? Do you feel you've forgotten how to be truly happy and carefree? The angels ask you to play, have fun, and let go of the adult seriousness you've been carrying around. So y'all need to find a hobby that's fun. Maybe y'all need to go to the arcade, but that shit is expensive. I don't know. Maybe you need to go swing at the playground. That's free. Go find a playground and swing, bitch. Okay. I wouldn't suggest swinging with no married people, but you can definitely swing on the swings at the playground. And it won't cost you nothing. Maybe a little gas or a little energy if you got to walk. If you're footing it, you know. But do something like that brings back childlike innocence or carefree behavior. You get what I'm saying? It really does keep you young. I'm telling you, because when I go to the skating rink, y'all, I'm telling you, it be some folks in there that is, I'm talking about, they are seasoned like a good brisket. Okay? Just fall off the bone seasoned. And I'm not trying to be rude, because people age. Aging is a part of life. That's just what we gonna do. But it's some older folks in there at the roller rink that skate better than me, bitch. I be about to bust my ass. And them folks just be gliding and dancing around on one foot. And I'm just like, I want to be like you when I grow up. So at the end of the day, that's a part of the keys to having a happy life. Having a full life. Okay, y'all got to get off this here internet and go outside. Okay? So, you know, that's why sometimes I don't be around doing readings all the time over here. That's why I be trying to give y'all the tea and the juice and everything, get the long readings. Because I be outside, bitch. And if I'm not outside, I don't be on here watching readings. Sometimes I do. But, like, I also live life and do things that I enjoy doing. Right? And then we have breathe. Inhale, I am relaxed. Exhale, I am at peace. Deep breathing calls us back to the moment. It slows us down, taps us into our senses, and reorients our minds. The angels ask you, if you find yourself stressed, filled with racing thoughts, or unable to focus, please remember to breathe. And let go. Surrender. Now, obstacles says, obstacles are now falling away easily. The angels remind you that you are a highly capable person, and there is nothing that you can't overcome and achieve when you set your mind to it. The obstacles you have faced are lessons which have taught you about your own strength and resilience. And that's what I said. And that's why I said you guys should be very proud of yourself. When I said that y'all were the ones who are doing this, y'all are the ones who are doing this. Okay? And a lot of you are taking a break from love, or you're taking time to rejuvenate yourselves, and you're going to be fighting these motherfuckers off with a stick, bitch. I'm telling you, you're going to be getting attention from people, and you're not even going to want it. Because, you know, part of it, too, is like realizing what attention is good attention and what attention is not good, right? When it comes to more professional things, or when it comes to you marketing yourself from a standpoint of, you know, making money, people are going to say what they're going to say. People are going to think how they want to think. People are going to feel how they want to feel about you. And in a certain sense, all publicity is good publicity as long as you're not necessarily facilitating drama, right? If you're in situations doing your own thing and you get caught up in some drama that you had nothing to do with and you did not instigate, then of course, listen, maximize it, right? But when it comes to like love and dating and relationships, all attention is not good attention. And I think a lot of you guys are starting to realize and discern that people who really love and care for you are going to respect you. They're going to respect your boundaries. They're going to respect when you say yes or no. They're going to respect the way that you live your life, what you do for a living. It's all about that respect. And some of you are realizing that, you know, some of that attention that you get from people who don't understand you, or who are still low vibrational, or who still have this competitive mentality, aren't the type of people that you want to invest time and energy in. You may have a choice between, you know, the type of person who you want to be with, but it's not so much where you're picking at the same time. It's like, it's more like a choice of, in the moment that you're approached, when it comes to the intuitive vibe that you're getting, because your intuition is really strong, is this a person that I feel from the vibe that they're giving off intuitively when it comes to using my discernment? Is this a person who I feel like I should allow to be in my space? And it's like, you'll know right away, but I also feel that it's something that you'll have to practice too. So just be graceful with yourself. Give yourself grace. Give yourself patience. Love yourself as you have been, boo. I am very proud of you guys. Congratulations for everything that you guys have been able to accomplish. All the success that is here in your life now and that is to come in the near future. I appreciate y'all for being here. Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Book your personals if you want to get a reading. I appreciate y'all who do that as well. Check me out on Case Nicole Speaks because I've been speaking. And if you guys want to hear my opinions on things or just see the shenanigans that I get into, go subscribe over there, you guys. And that's pretty much it. And that's pretty much all. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.